Hello, YouTube family and friends. This is the Old Crone Dances, and I'm back with day 7 of Healing with Angels. This was our cards, our last card. Home is for resting, renewal, warmth, and love. If this is not the atmosphere in your home, what can you do today that contributes to changing it? And I had read from the book to you on the last video. Now, to me, this is very important because some people, the home you spend a lot of time in, like I do, and it has to be relaxing. It has to be comfortable, warm, cozy, loving, peaceful, tranquil. I mean, it's your safe haven. You know, it's your domain. It's your place of peace. You rest. You eat. You love. You do all kinds of things. It's vital. And not all of us have fancy homes. Some of us, like I say, I have a very tiny house. This house is 400 square feet. I came from an apartment that had 700 square feet, which is almost twice as big. And I love it. I mean, I would not go back to that apartment. I have a very large yard. And I'm able to look out my windows and see trees and squirrels and birds, and not the rooftops of garages. Yeah, most definitely would not go back to the apartment. It's been a challenge, though, of downsizing. I've been donating, going through as I'm able, as I have the time and feel able. If I'm having a good day, I go through things, and I've set out several donation boxes, but I don't send to Goodwill, nothing against Goodwill. But I figure they get for free. They need to give for free. That's my philosophy on it. So I take mine to a local food bank that, besides giving out food pantries, they have an area that people could go to if they're in need of clothing or household items or whatever. So that's where I donate to. I used to donate to Goodwill, but I switched because, like I say, I kind of have a problem. Like I say, nothing against Goodwill. I know they have their good. But when you give something and they put a $6 price tag on it, I don't know. I'm just happier with give and receive for free. So at any rate, that's my thing. But I have been, well, you wouldn't think so with all the Dollar Tree hauls that I bring in as much as I send out. It's kind of like in with the new, out with the old. Sometimes that's the case. A lot of what I bring in is I'm saving up for next year's holiday, so when the holiday gets here, I don't have to be so concerned about having the finances to purchase. So at any rate, we're getting way off track. Yeah, your home atmosphere, it has to flow through the entire house, you know. There has to be that flow. You can't have a nice flow and then all, boom, it stops cold. That's it, you know. Um, but that would go into um, decorating, and you could even go into feng shui. Um, and we all have our own taste. I like a lot of. Now, inside, I can't have any living plants because it's certain death. Outside, in the garden, I do pretty good. Not inside. I bring it in, it's a goner. And, have a lot of silk plants, trees, artificial plants, stuff like that. And I like the more of, well, I've always wanted to have a wooden plank or wooden plaque or a sign. Someone corrected me on that. I don't remember who it was. That, oh well, a wooden sign to go on my front door that says, "Welcome to my forest home." Because when I was in the apartment, since I couldn't see a lot, I had brought a lot of stuff like that so I could bring the outside in. And because I missed it a lot. Because I had always been in a house. And, well, you know, I brought it here and I've just stayed with that. So it's very earthy or something. In my design choice. But, yeah, if you have too much, it can take away from the beauty of some really beautiful objects. So sometimes you do need to cut it back. And I'm kind of a little bit of a hoarder, and it's hard, but I realize that I have to get rid of some stuff. And then another thing is when my mother passed, I'm the only child, so I ended up with her stuff. Then my kids wanted it, and it was like, well, okay. But I've slow but sure. You know, I felt guilty about getting rid of because it was my mom's. But it wasn't my choice. It wasn't my taste. So I'm still working on that, on thinning it out. Getting rid of some stuff, you know, so that when you walk into my home, it's not my mother's home. It's my home. There'll be some pieces that I keep, but she had some lovely stuff. I mean, I'm talking like the really thick crystal, good china, stuff like that, and it's like, but it's not mine, you know. I'm Currier and Ives. So, to me, a lot of the stuff is just taken up space that I could be using for something else. But you know, you have to make your decisions, and you have to do some parting, you know. Maybe your house, maybe there's a room in your house that could use to be painted, you know, and it's just bothering you. Well, maybe you can get it painted, even if you have to do a little bit at a time, you know, anything for an improvement, you know. So, but you need to, I feel having the home comfortable and inviting and welcoming is very important. And now I don't like to walk into a home that's just barren. That's not my style. You know, there are people that like that. But I do have a tendency to have too much. And I'm still working on that. So at any rate, don't judge. As you can all see around, little stuff, knicky knacks. Old grandma and her knickknacks. But yeah, I mean, what is in your home that's bothering you? How can you change it? You can start changing it just by simply making a list of what's bothering you and what you'd like to maybe do. Look at some magazines or find what you want to replace something with that you don't like. And make it very inviting and comfortable for you and inviting to others. So, because if your home's not up to what a level that is comfortable for you, even though it may be a cheap home, it could still be comfortable, then it's gonna fester and you're not gonna be happy, and it may be a rental. You may be renting and you can't do what you'd like to do, but maybe you could do this something to brighten up that area, even if it's a single sunflower in a vase or something. Anything to improve it. You just have to concentrate on what you could possibly do, because you can't change somebody else's house, as far as stuff like that. But you can do your own changes to brighten that area. So, at any rate, that is the end of our Working with Angels. And my thing with the Working with Angels on this card is I do call upon them a lot to help give me strength, longevity, endurance, energy to get through unsorting, going through, deciding on what to get rid of, clear minds so that there's not anything like, oh, this was, no. Do you like it or not? And, I'm trying to make the room swap, but there's been so many doctor's appointments lately, but that's fine because that was my first card, keeping my appointments. But I do call on them a lot for assistance with that, because it's not an easy task for me to move furniture, and sometimes I have to get someone to help or someone to do it because I can't. If it's light enough, I can scooch it, but just to give me the strength to get it done. And the energy that I need. So, I call on their assistance for that a lot. But this ends this series. I do very much so hope that some of you enjoyed it. I hope that maybe it might have helped some of you guys, maybe giving you some thoughts. I welcome comments. If you'd like to see more videos, other than just the hauls, some videos in the line like we just got done finishing now. Maybe just let me know what you like, But I am interested to see if people like this, and would like to see other things in this line. It may not be angels, but it could be other stuff. So, yeah, if you want to, welcome your comments, your thoughts, your ideals, your input. And, like I say, I hope someone out there maybe got something from this. So that's going to end my video. We are done with the series. Hope you enjoyed. Later, guys.